Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Division E West. My name is Bahamut, and on the left-hand side, we see the members of PorkSlap. We've got Babylonian, I believe, on this Hanzo. We will be seeing, Huber on the Gul'dan, El Burrito on the, Leoric, El Dequi on the Diablo, I guess. I'm trying to get all the names here. Gorgeous is going to be on that Anduin. On the right-hand side, we're looking at the members of 210 Blechman Street, or their name shortened is 22560. Sure. Arda is going to be on the Tychus. We have Asterix on this Lucio. Hold on. Huber's almost going to go down, but it's not enough. We got Lloyd on that Muradin, Slow Cheetah on the Artanis, and last but not least, we will be... Wait, I'm missing someone. Who did I miss? Dominator! Jesus, on the big boy Asmodan. Let's look at those level 1s, as I totally know how to introduce teams. Asmodan goes into bottom lane. I disagree with this. It looks like he is going to be... Actually, I'm surprised it's not Artanis. We are in Division E. Things are done differently here. You know, standardized rotations, solo laners, all of that. It's all different here. El Burrito getting actually dove on by the Lucio. There's going to be a nice sound wave to knock him back. And this is enough damage to find... Stream Deck, you have one job.
First blood.
I actually didn't push the button down all the way and it didn't connect. Regardless, that is still Stream Deck's problem, and it's going to be first blood into the Leoric. He's already cheated death, he's already respawned, and this is going to be no real missed experience through the top lane. I'm gonna slap you. Good. Always top, bad Asmodan. I gotta say, not like bad as in like, oh, you're a bad player. It's just like bad boy. But no, I agree. Asmodan should be doing double soak rotation from mid to top with the friendly members. You have Artanis in bottom lane. But I wonder if also this is a consideration into the fact that this is Hanzo down here. And I wonder if it's one of those considerations like, okay, I'm going up against a Hanzo, range versus range. Though honestly, I feel like Artanis still beats out a Hanzo. I feel like Artanis just literally just dives onto the Hanzo and just shreds through him. Yes, Hanzo will get some damage, but he's not gonna get that much, I think, into an Artanis. Either way, I mean, even then, if you're like afraid of the Hanzo, you go reactive parry at level 1, and then you just body that Hanzo. Sorry, regardless. Do I like purple? Yes, I like purple. Purple's a good color. Pretty princess purple? No. I would say, like, if I were to define the pigment or anything like that, I would say something that's probably more on the darker side rather than the lighter side. So, more violet than pink, I think is the color I'm looking for. Or I'm trying to... Pretty princess purple? Yeah. When I first moved into Detroit with my ex, we chose all the room colors, and she very heavily wanted the room to be purple, and it ended up being like princess purple. Like, it was just so like pinkishly bright. So it wasn't pink, wasn't quite purple. Pretty princess purple. Either way, it didn't last very long. Talking about fish sticks? What, are you talking about Kanye West in my chat? Could be to prevent stacks on Hanzo. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. I honestly wonder why there's actually Leoric is not in bottom and they're not doing core rotations, because Gul'dan has really good wave clear. Diablo benefits from Gul'dan doing wave clear, because then Diablo can pick up souls faster in the double soak. Either way, we'll see how things play out. I'm always just unsure. It's always interesting to consider the possibilities. Huber, Leap of Faith will save them. Muradin goes in with a Dwarf Toss. Is there a Stormbolt to connect? No. The Diablo is going to have to back away. Gets a little bit of healing from the Anduin. Throws out the Divine Star. Lloyd taking quite a bit of damage. And Gul'dan pokes out with the Echo Corruption, building up those stacks on said Corruption, actually. Asmodan dunking in did go into the Greed, or the Gluttony, excuse me, at level 1, so they have that cooldown reduction when they finish the 200 stacks. Until then, it's just building out those stacks. And I believe you actually get stacking faster as well. Yes, you hitting an enemy hero, you increase your stack, excuse me, yeah, by hitting enemy heroes from 2 to 4. Burrito and the Diablo do go down. It's a double kill for the side of 210 Belchman Street make it a solid
Triple kill!
And this is looking like objective phase A, or control point A, is going to be going over to the side of our red team. Back to lurking. No worries, no worries. You never heard of that? Yeah. I'm very confused, Harkin. How you doing, bud? Are we making South Park references? I'm confused. Either way. Bottom lane, Triglaw Protector. Okay. So this is not a common way to take the Triglaw, but it is something that we saw more and more in CCL Season 1. And the reason being is because Control Point C is oftentimes really the place where you try and end the game. Not always, but it's oftentimes one of the Trigloves that can end the game because of scaling, because of levels, death timers, etc. So playing into the bottom lane is always very, very important, and I kind of like this call coming out from some teams more and more. Anduin taking quite a bit of damage. Dunk from Asmodean is going to be a little too far, at least if they're trying to prioritize Anduin. A little bit of laser onto the Diablo, but he gets out of range, looking to see, yes, there's Master Destruction, so you do get stacking. You get stacking on enemy heroes, but you also have a really quick stacking for your level 1 and your baseline when you dunk a wave and then you immediately all shall burn it, so that way you actually get that pop and you have the AoE on top of it. Dunk from Asmodean just gets some damage onto Diablo as he's able to meander his way to safety. Does he actually hearth out? No, he's going to stick around and keep fighting with the friendly team. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Hanging out with friends, eating some pizza. Eating a lot of really good food. I think like when I go to Chico, I'm gonna try and get some like burritos or something. Because I think Randy, like our friend Randy, is very, very, very not particular like in a bad way, but he's got like, he loves specific style of like burritos and how they're made. So like he's like the guy to go to. So I'm gonna ask him about that, I think tomorrow when I get to Chico. But last night got some pizza. Tonight something. I think it's Korean barbecue, unless it changed. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about food, and we have the Gul'dan and the Tychus battling it out, and Gul'dan does fall to said Tychus. It's 0-7 in kills, and 210 Belchman Street are running through this map, and they've got themselves the 10 talent tier advantage. While that's happening, let's go ahead and check out some of the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, while this Bida committer will be grabbed by the side of 210 Belchman Street. Excuse me. I tried to talk the moment. Just talking, breathing, making sure that you actually drink drinks properly is very difficult. To answer your question, where am I right now? General Sacramento area. But that'll change tomorrow. I'll be going north in California. In a room in a house, yeah. I'm actually at Corsair. I'm inside Corsair. Corsair was super nice to me. They were like, hey, we don't sponsor you, we take pity on you, come stay in our office. So I'm just in the Corsair building. Yep. Oh, nice, perfect. Ooh, sorry, looking at chat, Asmodean goes down. Huge arrow from Hanzo coming out from the middle lane, but it's not gonna be able to set up enough for a kill just yet. Apocalypse from Diablo will be utilized. A lot of damage into this Diablo as the grenade does not connect. Gorgeous trying to back off right now. Oh no, excuse me, it's Gregorus? 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 I think Gregorus is actually how you say their name. Triglaw Protector, Control Point B is open and available, and while there has been 1 kill into Asmodean, we still have 10 kills in favor for the side of 210 Belchman Street, who are going to quickly burn their way through this bottom lane fort. I don't know. I don't know. This is I just work here. This is what?
It's time, hero. Control the terminal and bring in the protector.
Good guy, Corsair. Yeah, Corsair. Thank you, Corsair Elgato, for putting me up. 13 talent advantage for the side of 210 Belchman Street as they give over control point A, or excuse me, control point B for now. Going to be able to grab themselves the fortification camp for the engagement. Funny enough, Tyke is going to grab that. It's a minigun carrying a minigun. Perfect. No real cause for concern to like rush towards the point though, because it still is around 30%. Azmodan, he's working on those stacks, baseline and level 1 as well. Almost done with the level 1, about 3/4 of his way nearing that. Top lane. Top lane, control point B. Double summon on the Demon Warriors. Get a little bit of scouting, also helps with the dismount. And, you know, ads still deal damage to the enemy side. Duncan from Azmodan could empower that with his heroic as well. Horrify from Gul'dan does go out, but I don't think it actually connected on anyone. Hanzo rips a massive arrow. Oh, doesn't get the snipe. Biotic emitter. I can't believe Asterix is able to just thread the needle between all this damage. Duncan from the Azmodan. Oh my god. Hanzo gets the agility over the wall at the literal last second. That Stormbolt was a pixel or two, I feel, away from hitting that Hanzo, but he's able to hearth away. It still is a triple kill over to the side of 210 Blechman Street, and this is looking like control point B will go over to them. But I say this, and we look at the top of our screen, this is going to be death timers really small, or really low, and they're already going to be having respawns from the Gul'dan Anduin running into the objective area with Azmodan pushing up the mid lane, still 64% and rising for the side of 210 Blechman Street with PorkSlap looking to work their way onto this, but they don't even have 13s. They're a sliver away from 13, and the enemy side is about a half a level away from their level 16s, but the Diablo goes in, dunked from Azmodan, and gets some good damage, finishes out the level 1 quest. We do see Purifier Beam onto the Diablo. Leoric does go down to the Tychus. This Diablo trying to back away, another dunk coming through. I don't feel like I'm right with that. Yeah, it's literally Purifier Beam. That just didn't sound correct as I said it, but another double kill for the side of 210 Blechman Street, and they push themselves just about into 16 talent tier area. Welcome back, Helen. Ooh, what kind of food are you gonna get, Helen? Horrify from Gul'dan, but he still gets picked off by the Artanis, and this is Triglop Protector gonna whale its way through the top lane fort. I'm assuming they're gonna double down and go for mid lane fort as well. Azmodan's already been pushing out this wave. We'll have to see. Yeah, there's going to be the rotation going into mid lane. I absolutely agree with this. I think this is probably the smart call. We were talking about this earlier. I think Hannibal in chat was, you know, we were discussing, not on this map, but like Infernal Shrines. Split pressure, going for forts and stuff like that. The map is really opened up in favor for the side of 210 Blechman Street. Leoric does have to Wraith Walk away. Lloyd comes in for some extra siege damage. Doesn't go into this, to the Sledgehammer or anything like that. Still provides good siege damage with their auto attacks, and maybe a Stormbolt here and there. Duncan from Azmodan once again. I already mentioned he finished out that level 1 quest, still has the baseline to go. Muradin pops the avatar form. We are having this Triglop Protector slamming and jamming its way through this entire fight with the Draken Laser Drill shredding into this Hanzo, who gets the agility over the wall once again. Leoric does go down. Well played from the side of 210 Blechman Street, finding quite a bit of siege. Hanzo Arrow will narrowly miss a few enemy members. Arrow gone. Oh, I don't know how I clicked on Azmodan, but I managed to do so. The bottom lane pushing up with the help of Azmodan, probably. A few dunks were going into that lane during the objective phase, but it's a solid 3-level lead at least for the side of 210 Blechman Street, as they have 17 kills to the enemy team's 1. What can they do on the side of PorkSlap? Realistically, wait for the waves to come into them and try and just clear things up and get close to at least 16 talent here for our next objective. I didn't look at the exact timing of the Triglop Protector going down. Seems like we should be seeing it around maybe like 14 minutes into the game, something like that. Swap from Artanis will not connect. Phase Prism not going to connect onto Greg. Elburo looking to step in. There's going to be a little bit of a knockback from Lucio. Horrify from this Gul'dan coming out. Lloyd trying to step in, or step back for a second, pops the avatar form. Boobear going to be going down. Babylonian looking to just supply some damage. Dunk's coming in as well, and it's so far a double kill. Purifier Beam will be summoned, and Leoric traded out. It's a 1 for 3 in favor for the side of 210 Blechman Street, and I do believe they got the Biotic Emitter, excuse me, the Fortification Camp as well. I hope your day improves, Shy. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Glad to be able to cast some games for you all. Alrighty, so Hanzo pushes out bottom lane. Leoric Anduin just about to respawn. So we just kind of wait right now. I was gonna say we can cycle through the other information, but at this point, well, I'll see 16s in a second, so we might as well just wait and see what those look like for the side of PorkSlap. I'm glad to hear, Shy. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad. That's the goal. That's the point. I was really excited. I was really excited to stream today because that way I get to see all of you in chat. So it was nice. It's really nice to see all of you. Thank you for coming by. I know I didn't really like tweet or talk much about it, but I was like, Thursday stream. Thursday stream sounds nice. I tweeted about it a couple days ago. Yesterday? I think yesterday I tweeted about it.
I'm getting another.
Cassius. Oh, thank you so much, Cassius. How you doing, bud? Just glad to be able to hang out with all of you. I have missed streaming quite a bit. It's been nice to be on forced vacation. It is a little nice, I'm not gonna lie. Been doing some stoop sitting, enjoying like hanging out in my friends' yards and stuff, playing with the dogs. It is nice to be back streaming. I do wish I had 4 monitors, I will say that. I'm struggling with my 2 monitor setup. Come on, Automod. Figure it out, bud. I'm glad to hear, Shy. Thank you. Okay, so bottom lane. Arda is going to be on the point. We have a bush set up from, it looks like, Artanis and Hanzo. Let's jump onto the enemy side vision really quickly and see what they're seeing. Enemy side is 20 talent tier. There's going to be Gul'dan stepping into a bush and should get shredded. The Horrified does go out. There will be a Leap of Faith to try and save. Asmodean dunks on in. Artanis just going to be able to get the Sound Barrier to keep him alive. Hanzo goes down. Gul'dan goes down. Leoric will fall. Excuse me. Anduin to be picked off. And that is definitely a solid
Quadra kill.
going over to the side of 210 Belchman Street with, I would definitely consider this going to be a Triglav Protector over to our red side. 25 seconds on average, I would say. Well, maybe a little bit less than that, but still. Some decent time still on those death timers. And Asmodean and friends, they're going to rush through bottom and start sieging into this keep. This will be keep down for the Triglav Protector that could go straight to core and potentially end the game. What rank or division these players? Exclamation point NGS MMR. It has the breakdown of the average MMR for the team. I don't know off the top of my head, that's why I would use the command, sorry. Why face check when you have a CD for... That's fair, yeah. Oh, one word. Sorry, no space between NGS and MMR. My apologies. Nice to see you. Oh, thank you, Helen. Good to see you as well. So let's see. Division E is Gold 3 average. Now keep in mind, not all players are Gold 3. Some of them could be, they could be Plat 5, Plat 4. It's the average MMR of your team. So you could have a Bronze and a Plat, and you know, it kind of moves it around a little bit, being like Silverish maybe. But then you could also have, you know, some Golds in there, a couple Plats, and that, you know, mixes it up. And I would say like, anywhere from like a Plat player or 2, definitely some Gold players, maybe a Silver player in there. Horrified from Gul'dan will go out. Pooh Bear not connecting. Trying. Lloyd is looking to try and get that last kill. The dunk from Asmodean is going to confirm the kill on 2 people. Oh my god. You know what that calls for? That's a solid... Asmodean making the plays right now, and he finds
Triple kill
for the friendly team. They move to core, and this is looking like the shielding will fall. Game number 1 is looking great for the side of 210 Belchman Street, but they have, well, no, I was gonna say they have to actually take down the core, but look at this Triglav Protector, still so healthy, and that core is getting shredded. Game number 1 goes over to the side of 210 Belchman Street. GG, well played. I thought the divisions were based on region. Nope. There is that. There's Division E West. So there are some West Coast, like there's a, because what ended up happening, so like, what was it, like season like 4 or 5 of NGS, the player pool got so big, they couldn't do divisions A, B, C, and D. They had to do Division A, East, and West. So it was around like season, I want to say like 4 or 5, maybe 6, was when we started splitting into regions within our divisions. Because there was also the other factor, people, you know, West Coast people get off of work at, let's say, 6 p.m. Or, you know, they're on their PC by 6 p.m. That's 9 p.m. on the East Coast. You have an hour and a half game, that's 10:30 on the East Coast. Now, a lot of East Coasters are degens and they stay up late. But at the same time, that's still really late for people. I'm sorry, I am dumb and I did not hit tab. Sorry about that. Sometimes you have a diamond player and a bronze player making a Div E team. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love that if I knew I had the energy levels in practice. Yeah, it's a big commitment. I mean, there's, you know, scrimming. Like, I know a lot of the ghillie sharks, and like they scrim constantly. Like I see a lot of their chats about it. So it's one of those things you have to be very, very involved with it. Artanis had 423 stacks. That is very, very, very close to being a solid.
Smoke weed every day.
But it's not. Wow, you're a degen? I know I like staying up late, but gosh. No, it's like I find that a lot of like East Coast people, they stay up super, super late. Some teams only do the NGS game one best of three per week. Yeah, that's true. That is true. There are some teams that just don't. They just quite literally, they do not, they don't scrim, they don't practice, they show up, they play an ARAM and then play the game. That exists as well. Absolutely. Okay, let's update the scores properly this time. Oh, I broke it again. It has to do with tabbing out. Anytime I tab around, it has to do with that. It's really weird. Maybe I just don't push the Alt-Tab button. Maybe that's it. A girl can dream. Did y'all see that Salvaje made that, what was it? The Heroes of the Storm community members who are in the Sims or whatever. Did y'all watch that last night? I got through like a few minutes of it, and then I swapped and watched the news for a bit and then went to bed, but it was really good. I watched a few minutes. Oh god, it froze again. All right, I'm back. Hydrate? You would like me to hydrate? I can do that. Before we get to this next game, because Helen's here, let's go ahead and the team swap sides again. The team swap sides again, chat. God dang it. I mean, at least it's an easy swap. This is 2560 and they have 1 point, and this is going to be PorkSlap. Nope, PorkSlap, and they have no points. All right, there we go. Did send Salvaje the ban I made for... Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. Let's see. We did the hydrate. Oh, yes, this is what we want to do. Any Prime gamers in chat? Any primers out there? Hi, chat. It's me, Fishing Dad. Any Twitch Primes hanging out in the Twitch chat ocean? Best bit we ever did. Both adult and puppy bandit versions. Holy shit! I didn't realize you made both. We speed ran this so that the camera angle's a little weird on it, but that's whatever.
Hello.
Thank you for gifting a sub to Common Fate. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at this, look at this. Actually, technically, what I should be is I should be here. Look at this gifted sub. It's delicious. This is a delicious Prime Gaming sub. Thank you for the gifted sub, my friend. I really appreciate it, Rob. Thank you. I also love that the music for this is just the Wii Shop background. I was like, that's gonna be how we do this. I want to see how Baja raised Bandit Sims. Probably the same way I did in real life, nervously. All right, everyone. The score is updated. The map is set. Let's go ahead and get into map number 2 in our third best of 3 and find out what happens here. Thank you again for the gift sub, Rob. Much appreciated. Holy shit, Helen. Sorry. Helen, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Holy jeez, thank you. Thank you. As we get into map number 2, I really appreciate it. We will resend that alert when we get out of game. Excuse me. Thank you so much, Helen, for 5 gifted subs. It looks like you got some awesome people in there. But let's get into map 2 and see what happens here on the left-hand side, because they swap sides. Excuse me. We're going to be having the members of 210 Belchman Street. Asterix will be on this Lucio. Lloyd on the Anubarak. Arda is going to be on the Tychus. Dominator on the Asmodean. And Slow Cheetah on the Varian. Over in the red, we are looking at the members of PorkSlap trying to take us to a map number 3. We have El Burrow on the Genji. El Deque? Maybe, sure. On the Diablo. Babylonian on the Deckard Cain. Poober on the... Sorry. That name gets me. On the Abathur, and in bottom lane, we are looking at Gregorus, or Gregorus. Yeah, Gregorus, on the Sonya. I looked at it, thought I said it wrong, continued to thought I said it wrong. Oh no, 210 Belchman Street got Asmodean again. Yes, they did, yes. If you are wondering, 2560 is the 210 Belchman Street shorter name. I do not know why. I think they might have messaged me and told me, but I don't remember. It's been a while. Sonya bottom lane up against Asmodean. We'll see how this goes. The Sonya actually should kind of have the upper hand. She did go Slam Jam at level 1, but Genji actually goes down, and once again...
First blood.
Goes over to the side of 210 Belchman Street. Hooper is his name? No, I thought it was Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear. Hoober. Hoober. Hooper. Sorry. Yeah, this is kind of what I expected a little bit. The Asmodean, I think, was going to get forced in, especially when you have the Abathur head on top of that. That just makes Sonya so much more oppressive into said Asmodean, as Poober is going to be in top lane trying to force back a Varian. I mean, this is like 2 half heroes versus each other. Varian's not a real hero yet. Abathur doesn't auto attack well. He mostly just has hat. It's a P. I have to just turn it upside down. I didn't realize that. Okay. Must be some sort of different language. Anubrak's got a nice burrow charge in. Shadow charge from Diablo, actually, to go right into this Anubrak. Lloyd, taking a bit of damage, has to back away. All right. I have to mentally remind myself, I'm like, right, the teams did swap sides, because I was about to be like, man, 210 Belchman Street, they're just getting shoved into, or they're shoving in really hard right now. I'm like, wait a minute, no, hold on. Teams on the opposing sides. Babylonian, taking actually quite a bit of damage, has to work his way through a few of those potions that he threw down earlier. Gonna try and throw out a couple as well for Genji and Diablo, who are clearing out this mid lane. Nice camp timing on the null camp for the side of 210 Belchman Street. They won't be able to get much siege value out of this. There's a little bit into the tower right there, but objective phase is announced. Let's see what happens here. Left-hand side, 30 seconds away. Right side was not grabbed. And bottom lane, there's a rotation, but I don't think Sonya's going to get caught out here. Shadow charge on Varian. I don't think he's killed here. You'd have to have some sort of crazy other form of CC to lock him down for a second. Otherwise, yeah, the Genji just doesn't have enough damage in that moment. Maybe an Abathur hat, maybe one more form of CC could have gotten it, but right now Varian's able to work his way out of this. A little bit of a scroll of sealing, scroll of identify for the Deckard Cain. 30 stacks of that are necessary. Actually, that was changed recently. No, it's field study? No. I think Scroll of Identify was actually the one that was changed recently in the patch, but there's Duncan from the Azmodan taunt from this Varian into Burrow, but is it going to be enough to set up the kill? Lucio trying to push his way around this. Diablo Shadow charges in, has the Abathur hat. Slow Cheetah getting very low. So is the Genji, and Lucio's just trying to amp it up. Misses the sound wave. Diablo goes down. Another kill going over to the side of 210 Belchman Street. Burrow charge in from Lloyd, but this Genji is sitting on top of Slow Cheetah. Is there a counterplay? Holy shit, there is. Well, kind of, sort of. Varian still does go down. And Sonya trying to spin to win her way out of this, but that still is Sonya going down. Quite a bit of kills just now. I believe in the end we are looking at a 3-for-1. This is level 1. Oh, yes, thank you. Hitting enemy heroes with Scroll of Sealing permanently increases its damage by 2. After hitting 15 heroes, Scroll of Sealing reveals and reduces armor of heroes hit by 10 for 4 seconds. After hitting 30 heroes, this talent's armor reduction effect is increased to 15, and the duration is increased to 6 seconds. Okay. I thought it got changed. I was just like, I honestly don't remember. Asterix is able to boost himself out of this engagement, and this Sonya, she's able to spin to win. That life funnel level 7 really helping out a ton for her as you increase the healing of Whirlwind from, I believe, like 20 to 25% to 35% of damage dealt. Spearing from Sonya, she's got a few potions behind, and the objective phase is stalled out while Azmodan gets a camp for mid lane. Gonna reset for him, Abathur pushing out bottom, and pressure through mid. Oh, the Decker Cane changes. Alrighty. Thank you, Be Crazy. Much appreciated, bud. Bunch of Abathur mines are sitting around, but Azmodan Dunk gets rid of those very quickly. Lucio tries to back away. There's going to be a deflect from Genji trying to counteract this damage into the enemy side, but it's not going to be enough. Is there a taunt from Varian? Not for 9 seconds. It doesn't matter. Genji still goes down. Babylonian is going to get lasered to death, and Tychus actually snipes that kill. We're looking at a solid...
Double kill.
No, it's a...
Triple kill.
Over to the side of 210 Belchman Street once again, and they are pulling ahead when it comes to experience. And speaking of experience, let's talk about the damage, healing experience that's happening right now as Diablo sits at very nice 69 souls. Tychus 24,000 heroic damage, 6 minutes in. Genji 14,000. That is the difference of what's happening in this game right now with the Tychus, and we talk about this in CCL, and I'll continue to talk about it here. Effective damage versus just damage dealt. And right now, that 24,000, that is effective damages. There are 7 kills in favor for the side of 210 Belchman Street. I didn't look and see how many kills Tychus has, but actually we will be able to see that on our KDA chart, that it will be popping up after I think we look at the healing differences. Good dash into the Azmodan. Nice Swift Strike will find the kill, and that's actually a lot of siege potential being shut down. Arda, though, did go into the Draken Laser Drill once again, so that Draken Laser Drill, it sieges fairly well. Gregorus is actually spinning into the enemy side, but gotta remember, those Stormpike Vandar Cavalry do a lot of bonus damage or amplify a lot of the damage. And that Tychus into Sonya, he's living the dream. Tychus has 100% kill participation, 5 kills, 2 assists. So Tychus, very much a critical factor in this game. Azmodan split pressure, I think, is going to be the big benefit from him. Azmodan still has a lot of poke damage, but leaping from Sonya and the tower shots are going to yield a bunch of damage. Duncan from Azmodan and the Draken Laser Drill get the counter kill. It's a trade, Lucio for Diablo. Stay well and listen, goes out. Connecting on to Dominator. It looks like he's able to back away. Varian through top lane. Just going to be trying to push things up. I think, yeah, he's literally just got the wave pushed in. Is there a call for boss? I see Varian going over here. He has shield wall at 10. Slow Cheetah looking just to back away and reset, it looks like. Unless they're tapping well. Sorry, I'm invested. Oh, he's just gonna meander his way into the friendly team. Alrighty. A good game, a good back and forth, a good play from both sides, and we will be seeing camps traded out, but a little bit faster gained on the side of 210 Belchman Street. Sorry, I'm peeking around the map really quickly to see how things are going. We never talk about this, but let's talk about it right now. Locust Swarm Anubarak. Why do they not need Cocoon? Well, they have Taunt from Varian. They have Chain CC from the Anubarak, Burrow Charge, Impale. You've got a slow from Lucio. You got a slow from Varian with his charge, Lion's Fang, and that taunt as well, as I already mentioned. So I don't think you really need the Cocoon. I actually like this. I like the Locust Swarm here. Deal 109 damage per second to enemy heroes, or to nearby enemies. Each enemy damage restores 40 health and lasts 6 seconds. So this Anubarak, he can be a little more tanky for the friendly team. I like this play. We'll see how it ends up working out for said Anubarak in these engagements. You know what's funny, chat? I have no idea what the animation for Locust Swarm even looks like. I think he just gets like a cloud of flies around him. I know that's very kind of just like, yes, that's what the name says, Bahamut. But like visually, I'm like struggling to picture it. I think it's like a cloud of flies. Anubarak is an offlaner now in this game, or like officially in Heroes? I'm assuming you mean this game. I want Locust Swarm to be used. What's the cooldown on it as well? I'm curious. 100 seconds. Wow, that's a long cooldown. How long does it last? 6 seconds. So you deal 118 damage per second. So you're dealing just over, just nearly 700 damage if someone stands by this the entire time. Still better than Phoenix's Heroics. And you're restoring health. And keep in mind this scales as well. So as you level up, it will get better and better. Unlike Phoenix, I think Phoenix's ults, they actually slowly get worse and worse. Like, I think it starts strong at 10, and then you hit 11, and it just goes to, like, trash. You just have to use it at level 10, maybe. Anytime I can just shit on Phoenix's Heroics, I will. Diablo pops Apocalypse, but there's no follow-up. Actually, there's the Shadow Charge follow-up, but it's into Slow Cheetah. Leap in from Sonya, stay well and listen from this Decker Kane. He's just telling a story to really no one, and the objective phase is still being stalled out. Burrow is going to go down to the Varian. Diablo had his souls reset. He actually just now respawning with that lower death timer, but protection status by the way for Varian as the objective phase is looking phenomenally in favor for 210 Belchman Street. And sorry, I was just looking really quickly. It's 40 seconds on the timer. That means that this is only the second objective of the game. Phoenix Baha, tell him. Bahamut, you say 6 seconds, trigger my Alexa. Wait, why did 6 seconds trigger your Alexa Echo? That's weird. Phoenix Baha, tell him, bot. What? Why are we talking about trash heroes? What's happening? I mentioned Phoenix all day. What are you guys talking about? Why do you guys bring up Phoenix all the time? So weird. 16 to 14 in our levels, 11 to 3 in kills, and speed. No, that's not right. Stormwind, huh? 25%, so you're 5%, you're 5% less faster than Mount Speed, essentially. So you're very fast, but right now there's a lot of damage into this Diablo, and Tychus dashes forward, finds the kill, taunt, burrow charge. That is a nice kill in for the Anubarak. At some point he used Locust Swarm, didn't even see it happen, because it got so much value. You can't even see it. That's how valuable it is. You can't even see it. Mid lane being pushed in right now. Burrow charge in, interrupts the stay a while and listen. No, I actually don't know what. I think Genji might have been going for X Strike. Maybe that was it. I feel like Genji got interrupted, but I swear I saw the stay a while and listen animation starting. Regardless, we have Varian trade out for Genji. Mid lane keep goes down. Top lane keep is going to go down. Bottom lane keep has gone down. This is a push to potentially end in favor for the side of 210 Belgium Street. Can they actually end the game right now? That's the big question. Leaping from Sonya, she's trying to make the big plays. Diablo shadow charges into the enemy team's face. Asterix taking a lot of damage, does go down, but Tychus is just standing here shredding into the enemy team's face. And this is going to be Drakthar going down. Game number 2 goes over to the side of 210 Belchman Street. They take the series in a 2-0 fashion. GG. Well played.